Good day, everyone. This is Ernie Kish from the Kish Cash Fund, and we're taking a look at an NVDA trade for Friday, June 24th, 2011. Uh, so let's take a look at it. We're taking a look at the daily chart today. Boy, what a ride on the spider today. Still on the low side, but a lot of our stocks really gapped down. NVIDIA gapped down and had a good day, actually. Some of these things did. But we're interested in NVIDIA. We've been watching it for a while, so we wanted just to bring this chart up to show some volume. We'll take a look at the same chart without the volumes so that we can take a look at our price action in our candlesticks a little bit more. But the moves of late that have been impressive have still been on about average volume. The differences are, say, something like this Whopper day over here, doing, of course, this, and we haven't seen, of course, that type of price action, that type of volume. We've had some higher volumes here and here to, a couple of neggies. But as of late, the volume bars here, I'm just cautious about the price movement, although I'm going to be going into the market tomorrow with an open mind. So let's take a look, another look at a daily chart of NVIDIA from a slightly different viewpoint. Okay, this gives us the same exact chart, only we took the volume out. It gives us a slightly different viewpoint. I see an ascending triangle initially here. And of course, there was that big gap down, and of course, we had this action today. This is like some of the lows of the lows, and I was scratching my head on this because I'm saying, geez, I don't have another Fibonacci line here. I've got this red Fibonacci stretched out here. We've already crossed our 100. We're down in this point here. And I said, I've got a yellow one up here that goes all the way to the high, and all of the Fibonacci's that I have pretty much go to the high. See, you got one green one in here that somehow I've got to redo and stretch that back up. But okay, so here's a yellow Fibonacci that's going up to this high. Here's a green trailer that doesn't show up too much on the chart, but as you notice, I've got a 50% line on the green Fibonacci here, and I'm scratching my head around here. So I said, let me plot the 61.8% Fibonacci like it shows up on this yellow one here from this yellow bar. So the green one's going to go back further in time, actually. And let's show you that chart, and it was an eye-opener. Okay, we're taking a look at that chart, and we just put in, I'll get my pen going here, the 61.8, a lot of support on that puppy, huh? And then we brought it back a little bit further and look at, we were looking at this. Okay, here's your double top up here, and then all this negative action after that big old fat double top. Kind of looks like a whole bullfrog boogie monster. And of course, look at where we are right now, man. Oh gosh, we are like at Supportsville, USA, right down through here. All right, at our 61. Look at that, 61.8 on the green. Excuse me, I don't exactly remember where that one came in, but it probably came in at a fairly low number. So in time, over time, this is a very lengthy job. Hang on, let me just I'm going to stop this thing. I'm going to go online and check it out, and I'll tell you exactly Okay, we're back. The green Fibonacci was drawn from $9, to $26. That's the range of that Fibonacci band. And we have come all the way back to the 61.8 retracement band of that Fibonacci line. Isn't that exciting? Okay, actually we hit it right here. See that? Boom. Alrighty then. So what do we do? Well, let's bring up our 5-minute chart because we've already got all of our pivot points plotted on that. And we'll trade tomorrow, I mean, if we see the opportunity, okay? Alrighty, this is our trade. Want to just, thank freestockcharts.com for letting us use their charts for the presentation. And I want to excuse myself for making a mistake. In the last NVIDIA presentation I did, I made a mistake and I said NVIDIA closed at 1582, but that was the day before type of thing. So it actually, the right close on part of my presentation, I should have said, I said what, 1582? I should have said 1598. I believe it closed at. But if you'll excuse me for that, I'll try to get it right today. We closed at 1621 today, so that would be somewhere, I don't know, somewhere right around in here on our pivot point chart. So, so what does all of this mean? Let's see. This yellow line here was yesterday's close. So we made 47 cents off of that. Okay, so all that makes sense. So it really is up to what happens tomorrow. As far as, I don't have a crystal ball, so I really don't know if things are going to go up or down. The charts that I've been looking at on the daily stuff have totally confused me as far as what's going to happen tomorrow. So, but isn't that exciting? So let's plan on a day that is full of surprises. So, okay, let's take out these two numbers. We're not going to deal with those, and we're not going to deal with these right now. Okay, and the reason for that is because usually the R2 number, that's the high. And that should be the dead high of tomorrow, if it ever gets there, And same with the S2. This would be the dead low of the day. In normal, rational, reasonable thought, okay? But the market doesn't act in normal, rational, reasonable thought. So when we don't take them out, but in our first equation we don't anyway. So we'll only use them in this scenario. We're at a rally of $16.90, so the next point out, and it's still going up. And if we are long on that position, all we're saying is the $17.19 figure is the next figure that you should use to possibly look at selling. Okay, so that's when that comes in. So initially, we're not going to cloud our mind with too many numbers. We want to deal with where the heck is this thing? Where does it open? And usually we know on a gap open that a gap up means that it might come down. It might not, but it's like I always look for the opposite. I always go like and what in the heck happened today? I mean, after a gap down and right at 10 o'clock in the morning, what happened? It went up. I'm a wuss. I would have sold it here. Some folks would have wrote it down to here. And then have a great day with it. And some folks would have, sold it up here and then bought it again back down here and sold it up here and then bought it down here and then, probably said, "Oh, I'm going to the golf course" or something. I don't know. But somewhere along the line, but then you've got some people that are just trading the heck out of this thing, and then you've got day traders that are taking their profit up here, and so there's all kinds of great stuff going on out there. People that shorted it here got the short end of the stick, so they got stopped out. Hopefully, hopefully they didn't lose too much money. So there's a lot of great stuff going on here. But we're looking at our pivot points, and so the only thing that we can say is like, play scenarios all night long on this thing. If it does this, we'll do that. But the main thing to remember that we're going to remember in this trade is what pivot point has it hit? I.e., has it hit the 1673? So is that its top? I mean, let's just face it. If it hits the 1673 twice, boom, boom, then uh, we might want to short it at 1673, or if it hits it, boom, boom, and then starts dribbling down a little bit, you know. Um, let's just say it dribbles down to the 1656 and starts, bouncing back up and gets to a halfway point and starts dribbling down again. We might want to start shorting this thing right away, you know. And then look, is it going to is it going to cross down below the six? So that's my train of thought. I don't know if it's your train of thought or not, but doesn't all that make sense to us? And then of course you're looking at your spider action. I mean, is your spider going up or down? And then you're looking at your stock price. I mean, well, we are looking at stock price. What else are we looking at? Oh, our volumes, our trends. Uh, Mostly though, I'm going to be locked into price action tomorrow, and I'm going to be looking at bars. I mean, this was a real fooler. Let me circle this whole thing right in through here, right at 10 o'clock in the morning, or what happened early is like we opened down, right? And here's your first 5-minute bar, boom, and then the next one, and then the next one, and then so we're into what, 15 minutes into this thing, and then what happens? It's like, well, yeah, green bar, but I mean we're still pretty low down here, but those are the feelers. The main body of this whole thing is if we really want to put it under a microscope, is a little bit higher than this puppy right here, this candle right here. This one is its bottom base is higher than this one, and this one, its bottom base is higher than this one, and that's over 1, 2, 3, 15 minutes. This one here, maybe, this base here is a little higher. So that's a 20-minute ascending triangle going up on you. Hard to see, but if you really want to put it under a microscope, that's where it is. And then what happened? Okay, like I said, I'm a wuss. I would have got out right there. So let's see what I'm going to do tomorrow for y'all, and I will be talking about it, and I will tell you exactly what I did, what happened to me, and I'm either going to get stopped out at 5 cents, or I'm going to break even, or sell, or short the market and buy the cover. I'm gonna do something tomorrow if I see the opportunity is there. Okay. God bless. Have green on your screen, everybody, and good trading.